aka Kukushunu, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Porter, aka Kukushunu, where we speak truth to power. And from the news reel, we always keep it real. My brother, my sister, there are so many things that we have today, and we need to look at all these things, my brother, my sister. And I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. I'm beginning with this one coming from my Joy Online, and it says, NPP can't break the 8 with Bawumia as flag bearer. And this is from a man by name Kobi Mensah. I don't know Kobi Mensah, but we are going to find out who he is. Political marketing strategist Professor Kobi Mensah has cast doubts on the new patriotic party stakes in the 2024 election if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia comes tops in the flag bearership race. Now, according to the lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, the unfulfilled promises trumpeted during the previous electioneering campaign make it difficult to sell Bawumia to the citizenry as one with any capability at all based on his work as vice president. If they are going with Bawumia, then it means that the presidential candidate image is actually battered. I don't see how he could really use that particular profile in attracting people, unless, of course, the original backers of the NPP, he said on Wednesday. Speaking on Accra-based Class FM, Professor Mensah insisted this situation would only get worse if the vice president decides to woo Ghanaians to his side on the back of policy credibility justifications. Hear me now, brethren. It is not only Bawumia who will not be able to break the 8. No member of the NPP can break any 8, even if they bring God, who is an NPP member. That is, if God is an NPP member and they bring him, there's no way they can break the 8. It will be an insult to all Ghanaians. My brother, my sister, Dr. Bawumia has no credibility in this country. Dr. Bawumia is nothing but a comedian in the history of this country. Dr. Bawumia, my brother, my sister, is somebody people laugh at when he walks around. The only way Bawumia can break the 8 is to go around bribing and paying every Ghanaian to vote for him, and it's not possible because he doesn't have that money. A small NPP elections, we were told about how much money Bawumia doled out to delegates so cheaply to buy him a position. Up till now, they have never been able to refute that coming from their own dirty party. 5,000 American dollars were paid. The delegates, my brother, my sister, were paid 5,000 American dollars each, according to people who were there and members of the party. How can Bawumia break the 8? It's an insult. Did they investigate this? If this was a country with some level of credibility and loyalty and patriotism, my brother, my sister, they would be going deep to investigate that thing about 5,000 American dollars paid to delegates. Are you not ashamed that the hospitals are empty? Nurses are running to England. Farmers' fertilizers are being smuggled left, right, and center. And all you can do is to run to the IMF and collect a loan, part of which you are using to pay delegates to vote for you, allegedly. My brother, my sister, are these credible people? I don't want to even hear anybody say, yo, Bawumia cannot break the 8. None of them can break the 8. Alan Chermatin has been thrown under the bus. It's good that he resigned and ran out of it. He would have had a bigger disgrace. You don't have Capre. You want to win an election in Ghana. It's very, very impossible. Ghanaian voters are like chicken. They are all waiting for maize to eat before they vote. And if you have voters who behave like chicken or rabbits in front of carrots, this nation would go to the highest bidder. Drug barons can win elections in Ghana. Rich people with no common sense can all win elections in this country. That is why the country continues to sink like the Titanic. Bawumia breaking the 8 my foot. I have told you before, if Bawumia wins these elections, my brother, my sister, I will leave this country for you. To some people, it doesn't even matter. Who are you at all, Blakk Rasta? Whether you live or stay in this country, what are you going to be able to change? Well, the most important thing is that I will leave it for you. So that when the country is crashing like the Titanic and we hear you crying, woyoy, 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 wherever we are, we shall skin up our teeth and say, kwasia. Excuse my French. Don't be stupid, brethren. My brother, my sister, we have played the fool for far too long, and politicians have taken us for a ride. How can a man make 4 trillion promises to you? Only 2 of them have been fulfilled. And you tell me that is going to break the 8. You have a president who has a factory for manufacturing promises. Yet none of them is able to fulfill all the promises he manufactures in his imaginative factories of promises. And some people are not ashamed. They come in front of me and tell me that, oh, this government is doing well. Well, in whose book? In the book of Satan? Let us be careful, brethren. Let us be so careful. The Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian needs to be educated. The average Ghanaian needs to have his mind rewired. We need patriotism in this country. We all are running after our stomachs like animals, my brother, my sister. It's only animals who only think about their stomachs, nothing more. When elections come, we are running after the highest bidder who is able to pay us more. The few people who are discerning, my brother, my sister, some of them are even skewed depending on what happens. And their votes do not even matter because the majority of the people are stomach Ghanaians. Uncle Oyayopi is so painful. When I hear breaking the 8, I ask myself, what do these people take us for? Some fools or some idiots? Look how much mess you have brought into this country. See how people bought government bonds and they couldn't even get their money. Some of them were told they would get their money in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Some of them died prematurely. And all you can tell us is rubbing more salt and pepper into our injuries and telling us that you want to break the 8 and continue with these atrocious situations. Jesus have mercy. Hey, Ghanaians need to be discerning. Ghanaians need to open their eyes. When Nana Akufo-Addo was becoming president, he came to beg us for the position. We all were so happy because we were going to see a man his age take over. Because in our country, we believe that elderly people speak the truth and they will stand by the truth. We all rallied behind him, pushed him into the presidency, kicked Mahama under the bus because he had made all the promises and he fulfilled only a few. We kicked him out. And we brought in the old man to speak the truth and tell us wisdom. Little did we know that idiots also grow old. I'm not saying the president is an idiot, but I'm saying that idiots also grow old. It's not every time an old man makes sense. Some old men are not wise. Some little boys are buffoons and they grow into old buffoons. And we have all of them all over the place, my brother, my sister. I am angry this morning, brethren. Breaking what 8? And Bawumia is not even ashamed of all the promises he has made. None of them came to pass. Glaringly, You told Ghanaians that you did not support taxes on what and what and what. E-levy and all that and all that. Under your very nose, e-levy was passed. Under your very nose, you told us a long time ago, and we still remember that if the economy is bad, if the foundations are weak, the exchange rate would expose the thing. You came back like the dirty politician that you are, trying to explain. This is the Adam Smith of Wale Wale. To God be the glory. This one I'm reading from my own treenews.com, the most authentic source of news online. It says Canada Agyapong is staying in the NPP presidential race. This is the campaign team talking. I read. The campaign team of a flag bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party, Canada Agyapong, has said that Mr. Agyapong is staying in the race. The team dismissed rumors that just as former Trade Minister Alan Martin quit the race, Mr. Agyapong, who placed second in the Super Delegates Conference held on Saturday, August 26, is also withdrawing from the competition. Hear me now, brethren. Canada Agyapong is the force that is going to break the NPP into several pieces. Hallelujah. In fact, Canada Agyapong is Thor, Thor. And those of you who know a little bit of Greek mythology, you will know this is the man with the hammer. He is going to knock the NPP, bam, and there will be thunder. Hallelujah. I like Canada Agyapong. God is going to use him to expose and disintegrate this dirty party for good. I'm going to prophesy to you what is going to happen. Canada Agyapong will go in there. They will still cheat him. There will be violence and so much noise. And he would make noise and dissociate himself from the party. The party will be disintegrated, broken into pieces. No matter what Bawumia does, he will be a laughing stock, a bigger laughing stock, worse than Mr. Bean. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, I want Canada Agyapong to continue being in there. He will never win. The president supports Canada Agyapong, and they all know that. They could deny as much as they want. But Bawumia is their boy. They used him, abused him, and now they don't want to be seen to be refusing him. So they will push him in there. He was the guy who did all the dirty job for the NPP. Remember when Nanado stood back and pushed him to make all those promises? He became a liar in the eyes of the people. Little did my brother know that they were only using him. Today, Adam Smith of Wale Wale cannot be trusted by anybody. Everywhere he goes, the liar brand is slapped on his face like the mark of Cain. He walks around with a 666 on his forehead. Hallelujah. Who is going to vote for this man? Apart from people who are skewed and sick in the head, who do not respect Ghana and do not see Ghana as their motherland. They see Ghana as their poultry farm, where they go and pick eggs every day. Hallelujah. To God be the glory. Canada Agyapong, please stay in this. Please give them a showdown. A double showdown. Make sure you make all the noise. You won't win. As for winning, take it out. It will be glaring that they will steal from you. And that is when you would open your fire. You will break away from this party. Hurt them. And you will give the opposition a cool win. To God be the glory. Next thing I'm looking at, and I'm going to be very quick with this. It says, oh Jesus, have mercy. Ghanaians enduring immense hardship. And this is from Peace FM Online. I beg your pardon, it's from Ghana Web. It says, Sam Jonah laments endemic corruption, greed. Do you know what it means to say endemic? It is enshrined in concrete and cast in steel and iron. Hallelujah. Endemic. And this is Sam Jonah talking. Let's talk. Sir, Sam Jonah has called on professional bodies in the country to speak up on issues of misgovernance, rising corruption, and general hardships being experienced by the populace. In his view, professional bodies cannot remain silent because they are major stakeholders in the affairs of the country and must play their role as civil society organizations. I'll leave it here. Hear me now, brethren. Sam Jonah is not a man that I admire as the Pan-Africanist who is discerning. This was a man who took an award from the Queen of England. That's why they call him Sir Jonah. He has been knighted by the Queen of England. In fact, the order of the British Empire was a colonial empire initiated by the British, who came here and stole our gold and diamond, raped our great-grandmother, and meted nothing to us but hardship. The legacy of colonialism and slavery you can find in the British Empire. Today, if somebody is getting an award for the British Empire and on the ticket of the British Empire, then you must know that you are not a serious man. Sam Jonah is not a serious man. Some of them, any award they go and take. Ghana Music Award, vote and win. Then you see people running after the award like chicken. Why? Why do you have to vote before you win an award? Is this bigger than common sense? You have to go and vote before you win. People who came and enslaved your fathers and mothers, raped them, killed them, stole gold and diamond. They call you to give you an award for the rape and the violence. And you go and take it and you go around calling yourself, say, Sam Jonah, say, Sam Jonah. Read your history and get to know who you are. Put that aside. What Sam Jonah is saying is nothing but the truth. The country has descended so low into the echelons of wickedness and slavery. Look how people are treated in this country. One woman had millions of American dollars stashed under her bed and in her bank accounts. And when we were all crying foul, our president, arrogant as he is, said, oh, I know that you'll be exonerated. Today, my brother, my sister, they are still playing jingoisms around the money. Suffering is all over. These days, I don't even answer my calls anymore. Because every single call, like I said, I'm yari, and I'm baba akono, they own him no, ba akono, they owe 4 years no. Oh yari pa, Mary so, ono so to yari o. Na ba akono de, you see the school fees into your palm no. Enti, wabefio, they are nikra be dikra a problem, mami Blakk Rasta, kakra pe bi mami why. These are the messages I get every day. A poor man like me. Can I satisfy all these people? How much is my salary? Every month I give my salary out. Phone. Money that I'm supposed to go and buy some small vegetables and contombre. Mizache. I give it out to people. So I decided that I won't answer my phone anymore. If I don't hear it, it won't hurt me. Some of the requests are so ridiculous. Somebody would call, my brother, my sister, and what he tells you, you can't sleep for 3 weeks. Finally, I want to go to Boku. Mamprusi, Kusasi. Oh, Jesus. These are two brothers coming from the same source. Their languages are similar. When you speak Kusal and I speak Dagbani or Mampruli or even fra, gruni. I'm able to pick some words out. One people. My brother, we have made commentary on this show. What I've realized is that some people pick up some of these things, title it the way they want. Some of them also try and cut and paste here and there so that it favors them. My brother, those who are doing that, remember one thing. United, we are safer. United, we stand. And divided, we fall. It doesn't help anybody. Today, if a Kusasi man is sick and suffering, I suffer too. It doesn't matter whether I am Fra, I am Kasna, or I am Mamprusi. Today, when a Mamprusi man is sick and suffering, I am sick too. Because we come from the same backbone. It hurts me. Yesterday, I saw some videos going around of me talking about this issue. Sometimes I tell myself, I'm not going to talk about this issue again. But I do myself more harm than good. Because it's my people who are fighting. If the Asante man is fighting the Bono man, my people are fighting. Whatever I can do to stop that fight, I will do it. Please, Kusasi, Mamprusi, Boku, has somebody told you that you are brothers? Can brothers not come together and agree and put aside the differences? I'm looking up to that. And those who are on social media, fanning up this, please, if the place explodes, our children, children's children, and even ourselves will pay the price. A word to the wise is enough. My name is Blakk Rasta. I want to say thank you so much. Martin is in the house, sitting down.